So I just, it's not lining up.
And then we do want to address one of our viewers' requests. We did have a viewer by the name of Erica Harris. We really appreciate your request and your comment and your support. But Miss Erica Harris wanted us to share if the COVID vaccine was reliable and does it really work?
Based off of what we've been talking about, Erica, the COVID vaccine is effective. It's 91% effective of preventing you from getting the virus. And like Dr. Shamita was saying a little while ago, just to reiterate, those breakthrough cases that do happen, which are a very small percentage, if you do get the virus, there's a good chance that your symptoms will be not as severe. So your chances of death get reduced, and your chances of having any type of severe outcome is lessened by being vaccinated. So out of the four of us, all of us have been vaccinated, and so far so good. Nobody's grown a third eye. So
definitely not. We have not
so
have
kind of piggyback off of that. I guess it would be good to kind of go over some of the side effects of the vaccine. So to start off, the main side effects that I'm typically hearing are more of the localized side effects. So that's going to be the pain, swelling, or redness at the injection site that can last for a few days. And then in some cases, there can be more of like a full body type of symptoms, or you might have a headache, some nausea. I've heard some reports of diarrhea. Then you can also have like a fever or chills that may last a few days. But with these symptoms, they can be easily managed with over-the-counter therapies, such as like Tylenol or ibuprofen to help relieve the pain or the fever. You can also do ice packs to the arm to help soothe the arm. And if you do experience any type of rashes from the vaccine, then you can do like an antihistamine cream to help with the rashes.
And I was going to say, and I do want to reiterate that ibuprofen is okay to take. They have done more research has come out with regards to even having the COVID virus, along with having the vaccination, that it is okay to take ibuprofen in case you have any fevers or chills or flu-like symptoms, as well as Tylenol. It's your preference, but you can do either or.
And Dr. Shamita, those adverse effects that you mentioned, are these common? Should people be concerned that, I'm definitely going to get this if I get the vaccine?
Well, the main one that I've heard that is very common is the localized, like arm tenderness or pain. So that's most likely going to occur, especially after that second dose of the vaccine. But overall, in general, as far as being concerned, I would say you shouldn't be too concerned. That's my personal opinion. You shouldn't be too concerned about it, because for the bigger picture, you want to look at the risk and the benefits. Do you want to have a sore arm that may last a day or two, or do you want to contract a virus that can potentially cause hospitalization or even death?
Death, yeah. I was going to say also, just to add to that, the reactions that people are most concerned about is that anaphylactic reaction, which can cause swelling of the face, the tongue. It can cause your throat to swell up. And some people, there have been a small percentage of people that die from anaphylaxis, but that's no different from getting any other type of vaccine, like the flu shot or your chickenpox shot or anything like that. That type of side effect is something that you would have to worry about with any vaccination that you would get, not just the COVID vaccine. And the chances of that happening generally happen within that 15 to 30 minute period of you getting a vaccination, which in certain places, I know when I was in retail, we would ask you after getting a vaccine to chill out for a little bit for 15 minutes, because at that point in time, we can then tell whether you're going to have a reaction, and somebody there who is trained to do some sort of CPR or some type of alleviation of those reactions, give you EpiPen or something like that, would be available to help you out. It generally happens within the first 15 to 30 minutes of getting any type of vaccine.
You know, Dr. Tiff, I'm glad you brought up that whole thing about waiting that 15 minutes, because it's interesting. So many people have this anxiety about getting the vaccine, but no one has waited the full 15 minutes after they've gotten it. So I just, it's not lining up that you're anxious about getting it, but then you don't want to wait to see if there's going to be a reaction. Like, you know, so I'm glad you brought that part up, because people, it is so important that I know you may have waited in line. Generally, I'm not seeing long lines anymore for the vaccine, but regardless of what you went through to get the vaccine, it really is important that you wait that 15 to 20 minutes, because like Dr. Tiff said, that's when you're going to see some of these really egregious types of reactions. Now, arm pain, you're going to have that. You're probably going to have that for a good 48 hours, and some of the other things that might come as a result. But the things that you really should be anxious about getting this vaccine, it's going to happen within those first 15 to 20 minutes. So just chill out.